about to get underway. And Belmond Klemme kicking deep to through the end zone on the opening kickoff. So they'll start the game 1st and 10 at their own 20. And we have, as I said, Cale Beamer leading them out at quarterback. And we'll see, they do some I formation, they do a spread offense, they have a little pistol action and shotgun action. He's got a couple of guys to each side. Does Beamer, he claps his hands, gets the snap, throws it straight out to his left. Blake Storby gets the catch. Looks like they're going to put her down right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
So that was surprising because Blake Storby got the catch there. Same formation except the running back to the left of Beamer in the shotgun. He's looking deep, and he's got Storby there who's tripped. But they're going to call it incidental contact, I guess. He was tripped up a little bit. They got their feet tangled, and the ball falls incomplete at a little over past midfield. So Beamer huffing that one 35 yards. Hit 2 or 3 guys near him, did Storby. So 2 in a row passing to number 1, Blake Storby. They must have seen something in films that made them think that the 6'2", 180-pound sophomore could get open, or maybe they're just trying an element of surprise and go into a guy who doesn't always catch a lot of balls. There's a roll out to the right on 3rd down and incomplete pass. And that was Colby Grow on the other end of that. That makes it 4th and 10. Beamer 1 out of 3 for 0 yards. He completed that one first pass, and it was at the line of scrimmage. So punting. And the big boot from Logan Prescott, fielded at the 39 of Belmond Klemme, and he is tackled immediately, is Logan Haberlin. And that's where they will start their first series of downs with 11:03 to play in the first quarter. Scoreless here in Lake Mills. Along the defensive players for Lake Mills, Anthony Nazer, number 77, 76, Nate Orban, 70, Dylan Renneker, 67, Brett Tyler, Max Johnson, number 65, Cole Burgo, number 55, Gabe Irons is number 50, Grant Felstead, number 44, Maverick Schmidt, number 33. The first play from scrimmage for Belmond Klemme is a big run over the right side. Number 40, Tucker Crozy. He's a 5'10", 195-pound junior. Picks up nice yardage to the Lake Mills 45, and it's 1st down. Easton Barris, quarterback, in a shotgun with a running back to his immediate left, but he keeps it up the middle. Gets hit hard right in the middle there by Cole Burgo and taken down, but gained 4 yards. 2nd and 5 or 6. They don't huddle up. They just call some plays at the line of scrimmage. He's got 2 receivers stacked on each side. Running back to his left does Barris. And he passes out to the right and has a completion. Gang tackled, but a 1st down again is Logan Haberlin. And they line up quickly on 1st and 10 with the 32-yard line, and handoff up the middle, and lunging forward for yards is Tucker Crozy. Good yardage again. 2 yards to go for a first down here as they are moving right along here, the Broncos. There's a quarterback keeper over the left side, and he's got good yardage down to the 10.
Easton Barris takes it off the left side for good yardage inside the 10.
Easton Barris, the junior quarterback, 6'2", 200 pounds. And Belmond Klemme is moving crisply down the field, just inside the 10-yard line now. First and goal, called it the 9. Here's the snap and a handoff again over the left side is Cruz, and he gets tackled after it's like a 5-yard gain there. They're going to call it the 3. Second down and goal to go. 9:04 to play first quarter. Again, no huddle, man in motion, but that's bottled up inside Cruz with a run up the middle there.
Tyler making the stop.
So defense tightening up a little bit. Third down and goal. See if they can't hold them to a field goal here on the opening drive for Belmond Klemme. They've moved 50 yards already. There's a handoff. Nope, that's a fake up the middle and a run around the corner by the quarterback, Easton Barris, for the touchdown from 3 yards out. And that puts the Broncos up 6-0. And they're lining up for that extra point. Looks like Barris will do the honors there too, with Carter Ketchum holding. Snap is down and kick is up, and it is good.
The point kick is good for Easton Barris.
7-0.
7-0. With 8:27 to go in the first quarter.
We have 8:27 left, first quarter of action, as Belmond Klemme just marches right down the field for that 7-0 lead on the 3-yard run by quarterback Easton Barris around the left side. Be back with more action here as the Lake Mills Bulldogs get the ball back on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills, where Belmond Klemme has taken their opening drive for 6, make it 7. Quarterback Barris running it in and kicking the extra point, and now kicking off to Lake Mills. The ball is end over end and fielded inside the 5. That is Alex Albert, who takes it to the right side and gets up to the 25 or so. Good starting position here. Let's see if this next drive is a little bit more successful for Lake Mills. They had 3 passing attempts on their last drive. One was complete but didn't gain any yards, and they had to punt it away. And then Belmond Klemme taking it straight up the field. A lot of good runs, big chunks of yards. Bulldogs have 4 receivers, 2 to each side. There's a flag before the snap. Going to have movement on the line or something against Lake Mills. It is illegal procedure, so that's going to cost them. 1st and 15 with 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Homecoming game for Lake Mills. 1-1 on the year. Beamer calling the play in the huddle, and up to the line they come. 1st and 15 from their own 20. Beamer's got it. A little pressure. He gets flushed to the right. Throws over the middle at the hash mark. That's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be like an 80-yard score, as Alex Albert is untouched for 80 yards. Nicely done, as Albert really got wide open on that one. And the extra point coming now from Gabe Irons, with Beamer holding. Snap is down, the kick is up and goes through for a 7-7 tie with 8:05 to play. That was a really nice quick strike by the Bulldogs, and we'll be back with more action from Lake Mills on homecoming night here at LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills on homecoming night. Beautiful night for football, and been treated to a nice long quick drive actually by Belmond Klemme. They don't huddle up or anything. They call the play at the line of scrimmage. They went screaming down the field and scored on their first possession. Lake Mills on their second possession had an 80-yard touchdown pass from Cale Beamer to Alex Albert, the running back, to tie things up 7-7. And Gabe Irons will kick it to Belmond Klemme here. The Broncos. End over end kick at the 17 is fielded there. Oh, nice stick. Oh, he got away from it though. They've got to get him down. That is Gustavo Suarez, who got hammered but ended up getting away from the first tackler. I think Cole Virgo finally got him down there. They're going to put her down at the 33.5, 34. First and 10. Tie ball game, 7-7 with 7:58 left in the first quarter. As Easton Barris brings him to the line, and he's going to be again back about 5 yards with the running back to his left. He hands it to that running back who gets stuffed at the line but bounces off and ends up gaining about 4 yards. Tucker Cruz, the 5'10 junior, 195 pounds. He's a load. Second down. We've got to get to about the 44, and they are at the 37. 6 or 7 yards, I guess. There's a complete pass out to the left, but the receiver put his knee down, and of course in high school and college that means that's the end of the play. Cody Coolers with the reception there for the Broncos. They've got two receivers to the right, I guess 2 receivers on each side of the line with the one running back. There's a kind of an option play that is pitched to the running back who gets the first down, and Moore's run out of bounds finally. Looked like Maverick Schmidt knocked him out with some help. They're going to put it down just across the 50-yard line in Bulldog territory at the 49. First and 10. Now up under center is Barris with backs in the eye. Deep back is Sergio Suarez. And he gets the pitch, although it's on the ground, and he does get it back, but is dropped after about a 3-yard loss. So not fooled at all on that one. Second down 13. A lot of action already. We still have 6:31 left in the first quarter. 7-7 tie. Barris brings him up again. He's under center this time with the I formation, and receiver out to the right. And he fakes the handoff and is looking. He's rolling right. He's got the completion about the 41. And they're not going to let him get out of bounds. They're going to keep it running, clock running. Alex Albert on the tackle. So this is crucial. 3rd and 2. I think they're a little out of field goal range for sure at the 40. Unless Barris can hit him from that far. He's up under center. 3rd and 2, they call it. Hand it off to the second man through, and he's got the first down. That is Suarez, number 13. They'll give it to the 34-yard line, and 1st and 10. Clock running now at 5:37 left in the first. Back in shotgun formation with a running back to his left is Barris. Gets the snap and decides to keep it and gets a yard or two there. Maybe a yard. Half a yard to a yard. Second down. Again, no huddle. They just look to the sidelines, get a play of some sort, hand signals, give everybody their assignments, and then Barris gets the snap. He's again back shotgun, throws it to the running back, one-handed snag there by Cruz, who goes around the left end to about the 30-yard line. It'll be at 31. Third down now. 7. 3rd and 7 at the 31 of Lake Mills. Need a defensive stop here. There's a fake handoff, and he gets away from a couple of guys, does Barris at the line of scrimmage, and makes a couple of yards out of it, but not enough for the first down. No flags, so it's 4th down. They're going to put it down at the 28. 4th and 4. Let's see. Looks like they're going for it here. As Barris looks everything over, he's in the shotgun with a running back to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. He flips it back. Missed tackle, but then they do stop him and take over on downs as Cruz is stopped before he can get down to the 25, which is where they needed to get for the first down. Looks like they got him at the 28-yard line. Nice defense there. And now, fresh off their 80-yard touchdown from the last drive, Beamer to Albert. Nice pass over the middle that Albert took untouched to the end zone. 7-7 tie with 3:49 to go here in the first on homecoming night for Lake Mills. There's a handoff up the middle. Albert going around like a pinball, getting knocked this way, that, and nice gain over the middle. 2nd and 4 after that 6-yard gain. First carry of the game for Albert. He does have that 80-yard touchdown catch. Beamer back in pistol formation, basically. He's not too far off the line of scrimmage, and that is a pitch to Albert to the left, and he's bottled up there after a yard or so. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So they're calling it no gain there, and 3rd down and 4. Just short of the 35-yard line are the Bulldogs, needing to get to the 37. Call it 3 yards. Again, the snap back. Oh, there's a pass to the right, and they're going to call it incomplete. Colby Groh was the intended receiver, and it landed in front of him. It was right down the line of scrimmage. Defender picked it up and ran it towards the end zone just in case it was a lateral, but it did look like it was a forward pass just down the line. That brings up 4th and 4 now, and time to kick it away. Logan Prescott gets a boot into it and sends it back to the 33 of Belmond Klemme. And that's Logan Haberlin running to his left and over the midfield to the 40 and knocked almost out of bounds. I thought he went out, but he got a few more yards after that. I think it was Prescott who knocked him down. They're going to place it at the 29, but they have a flag down in Belmond Klemme territory, which hopefully would be a hold on the Broncos and bring that thing back. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Or illegal use of the hands or something like that, pushing the back. 2:12 to go, tie ball game, first quarter here, 7-7. 2-0 Belmond Klemme against 1-1 Lake Mills here on homecoming for the Bulldogs on Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live online at lakemillsbulldogs.com. The referees are talking about where they're going to put this thing, but it's going to be inside the 35 No, he's going to start there and put it down at the 27-yard line. So looks like they took a personal foul there, which negates a nice return that got all the way down to the 39-yard line of Lake Mills. Instead, Belmond Klemme will start at their own 32, or 27, rather, 27. Here it is, 1st and 10, pitch to the left, and taken down for a loss. Gabe Irons all over Sergio Suarez. Nice play for Gabe. 2nd and long. Again, no huddles for Belmond Klemme. We have 2 guys wide right, 1 to the left, and 3 actually to the right, 1 left. Here is Burris with a deep throw to the 40, off the hand of his receiver, but nice defense. Alex Martinson getting in the way there. It was Andrew Soma. Had a hand on it, but got hit by Martinson in the breadbasket there and knocked the ball away. Well, that brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 at the Bronco 22. Again from the shotgun. Barris, he's got a guy open at midfield, but he overthrew him. Incomplete, 2 guys on him there, including Cactus and Cale Beamer. So that'll force a punt. 7-7 with 1:29 to go in the first quarter. Longest first quarter in the history of mankind. It really seems like it should be halftime by now. But really, we're only 22 minutes into it. This seems like a long quarter, but yeah, he took a peek and punted this straight up in the air. It only went about 25 yards and is rolling now at the 44-yard line of Lake Mills, where it's downed. Just what Lake Mills needed. Good field position to start this drive. 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line. 7-7 is the score here. Belmond Klemme opened the scoring with a nice drive on their first possession. Took it right down the field and scored on a quarterback keeper, 3-yard touchdown run. And Barris scored and kicked the extra point to take that 7-0 lead. But Lake Mills answered right back with an 80-yard touchdown from Beamer to Albert. Here's a run around the right end. It's going to get about 4 or 5 yards. That was Felstead on the carry. They're going to give him 5 on that one. 2nd and 5. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Receivers 2 to each side. Beamer gets the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to Albert, and he's going to run to his left, and he's got nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped for a loss of a yard or so. Tucker Cruz hit him there. They're going to put him down at the 48. It could be the last play of the quarter. It's under 20 seconds now. 3rd and 6 from the 48. 10 seconds now and counting. Brings them up to the line on 3rd down. 4. Snap is good here, and he rolling to his right is Beamer, and he's got a little bit of room. He's got a 1st down to the 45 of Belmond Klemme as the quarter ends. So they'll start the second quarter in good shape. 1st and 10 on the Broncos' 45-yard line. We're tied at 7 on homecoming night here in Lake Mills. Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live. We're online at lakemillsbulldogs.com. And we'll be back with second quarter action. We are back in Lake Mills for the second quarter, quarter number 1 of the books, and it's tied 7-7. Lake Mills just coming off a nice run by quarterback Cale Beamer for a 1st down into Bronco territory at the 45 as the teams switch sides and We're about ready to get underway here in quarter number 2 with 12 fresh minutes on the clock. Devin's doing a great job on the camera work tonight for us, and Paul Riediger. Is it Riediger or Riediger? Riediger. Sorry about that. Paul. All I know him as Paul, the best button pusher in the business. He's my boss. He tells me what to do. And you're good at it. Here's a run up the left side by Alex Albert. They're going to give him a couple of yards on that one. 3 carries for 8 yards, and 1 reception for 80, and a touchdown for Albert tonight. His senior homecoming game. Up to the line, and Beamer now under center with the I formation behind him and a receiver on each side. 2nd and 8. Up the middle. A few more yards gained there. I think that was Maverick. Maverick Schmidt. We're going to give him 3 yards on that one, his first carry of the game. 3rd and 5. Important down here, tied at 7. Be nice to matriculate the ball down the field, getting first downs and cut some clock down and maybe score at the end of this drive here. Again, under center is Beamer in the I formation behind him, but he drops back to pass, and the receiver ran into the back of the defensive back. No flags. It was way over his head anyway. So another incomplete pass for Beamer. He's 2 of 6 for 80 yards and a touchdown. But it's 4th down now. 4th and 5. 10:38 to play in the half at the 40-yard line. And this punt, be nice if they could get it out of bounds inside the 10 or 5. They have a single guy back for Belmond Klemme standing at the 10. He's going to angle it to the right, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. Touchback there. They'll take it 1st and 10 at the 20. 7-7 tie. And back on defense go the Bulldogs. Their homecoming match here. Easton Barris brings him up to the line. He's got a 3-yard touchdown run for the Colts scoring. Broncos scoring, I mean. Did I say Colts? They have the Colts horseshoe on their helmets. Maybe that's why they call them the Colts, but I think they're the Broncos. Got to remember that. 1st and 10, and the handoff going nowhere.
Ball carried off the left side.
A couple yards, yard maybe. Grant Felstead with the tackle.
Tyler Helgeson involved in the tackle.
2nd down.
3-yard gain.
And they're going to call it 2nd and 7. 3 yards there on a cloud of dust. And up to the line comes Barris out of the pistol with the running back to his left, and he gives it to him. That's big number 40, Cruz. And Tucker gets good yardage up to almost the 30. Going to put it down at about the 29. Close to a 1st down. Need about a yard. 3rd and 1. No huddle, calling the play right there at the line. Barris is going to go up under center with an I backfield. First running back, he keeps it. He faked a handoff and went around the right side for the 1st down. He got to the 35-yard line. Nice 5-6 yard gain.
1st down, Alex Albert making the tackle.
Faked it to Cruz, who is a load. He's 195-pound junior, 5'10". After a while, it gets tiring to tackle that kind of size, but here's the snap. He's going to go to his left, a rather deep pass, and it's off the hands of his receiver, Coolers, and incomplete. Covering there was Cactus, as well as Tyler Helgeson. 2nd and 10. from the 34, their own 34, Belmond Klemme. Here's the snap, and he's got a quarterback keeper, but he's not going anywhere. He's going to lose yardage on that one. As in the middle, Nate Orban, the big tackle. A tackle for loss. It was obvious he was going to run on that play, but Nate was right there to smother him, and a loss of quite a few yards there, 4. It's 3rd and 10. For the Broncos here. From the shotgun, he fakes one out to the left and then throws deep to the left, and that's incomplete, overthrowing his receiver Suarez. Cactus on the coverage there, and it's 4th down. 8:22 left here in the second quarter of a tie ball game, 7-7. Had some electric plays there early in the quarter with Belmond Klemme's first drive, going right down the field and scoring on a 3-yard run, and then Lake Mills answering back with that 80-yard touchdown pass. Here's a punt that goes to the left and is bouncing and out of bounds at about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line. Going to put it at the 22, 1st and 10 for Lake Mills with a long field to go. That'd be another 78-yard touchdown. That'd be nice. They haven't gotten a lot of yards, so I would say 90% of their yards came on that one play, with Beamer throwing it over the middle to Albert, who took it untouched, 80 yards. First and 10, up under center is Cale Beamer. With the eye backfield behind him, here is a handoff to Albert over the right side, and he's going to gain about 3 yards, maybe 4. 2nd down for Lake Mills with 8 minutes to play and counting here in quarter number 2 of their homecoming match with Belmond Klemme. In the huddle now, he's sending Cactus to his right. Martinson out wide left. The eye backfield and behind him, and he's up under center is Beamer. On 2nd down, here's a pitch to the left, and Albert gets it, and he's got up to about the 30-yard line. Still going to be about 3 yards short. 3rd down. About 11 yards rushing now for Albert, 80 yards receiving on the 1 touchdown catch. Helps your average a little bit on receiving. 3rd and 3 at their 30, Lake Mills. There's a flag and something that Lake Mills did wrong there. Well, procedure. It'll be 5 yards back. It's 3rd and 8. Makes it a little tougher. 3rd and 8 from the 25. Cactus wide right. It's Colby Grow wide left. Eye backfield. Schmidt and Albert the deep back. Beamer up under center. Takes the snap. Rolls to his right. And he's going to go deep to Cactus, and the ball is somehow, his arm must have got hit, but there's going to be defensive interference out here on Belmond Klemme right around midfield. And the Bulldogs are in good shape, if that's indeed what it is, but he got knocked down, did Cactus. Right around the 45 of the Broncos. 1st and 10, just past midfield. If it's a spot of the, maybe that's a 15-yarder. That's what it is. So they'll put them up near the 40. Their own 40. 1st and 10. So Beamer in there with the Long throw. I think his arm got hit because that looked like a wounded duck a little bit. And Cactus was trying to readjust and go for it, and he got knocked down before the ball arrived, and he can't do that. Here's three backs in the backfield with the handoff going to Albert, and he tries to go right, bounces back to the middle. The ball might have got loose on that one. No, he just got knocked back. 43-yard line.
3-yard gain, most of 4, second down.
So 2nd and 6 with 6:10 to play and counting. Lake Mills with the ball at their 43. Beamer up under center. Again, the three backs in the backfield. Deep back Albert gets pitched to the left. He's got a little bit of room, and he's a couple yards short of the first down, but close to midfield. First down is going to be 49, their own 49, and he's marked down at about the 47. So a couple yards short, 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 1. The one referee had the 47 marked. They actually put it down at about the 48. So 3rd and 1. Clock down to 5:20 now left in the first half of this tie ball game, 7-7. Same formation, nice and tight, with the three backs in the backfield behind Beamer, who takes the snap and hands it off to Albert, who got close. It depends on, doesn't look like they're going to give him progress all the way out to where they needed to go. He's going to be about a half-yard short, and that's 4th down. So 4th down, and looks like they're going to talk about it here. So timeout on the field with 4:45 left in the second quarter. It's tie ball game, 7-7 in Lake Mills. And we will be back with their decision on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills with homecoming action here from the Lake Mills Athletic Complex. 7-7 is the score, with Lake Mills now deciding what to do on 4th and 1 from their own 48. They're going to go for it. At least they appear to be. We'll see if they go through with it. Their same tight formation with three backs behind Beamer. He gives it to the second back this time. He might have got it with forward progress. Let's see where they spotted. The one on the far side of the field looks like he's got his first down. I think it was Maverick Schmidt on the carry. Now they're going to measure. It looks good from here. I'm right on the line here. Looks like the nose of the football is far enough for a first down, but they're going to measure here with 4:38 left in the second quarter. Depends on how they stretch this, but it looked like a first down with my eagle eye. We'll see. Just by a nose, though, if it is. And it is, by the nose of the football, a first down and 10 from the 49, Lake Mills' own 49. So, 7-7. 1st and 10. Beamer gets some words over at the sideline, comes in, calling the play in the huddle. He's 2 of 6 throwing for 80 yards and a touchdown. He's run a couple of times for 10 yards or so. Here's a handoff to Albert, who explodes over the right side. He's going to get close to 10 yards on that carry. We'll call it 9. 7 carries now for Albert for about 25 yards. But he does have that 80-yard reception. His only catch of the game went for 80 yards and a touchdown. Under center again with the 3 backs, and Albert takes it left side this time, and he's got the first down, and he's inside the 40 at the 39 of Belmond Klemme. Gets helped up there by Burgo. Beamer kind of walks over to the sidelines to get some instructions from head coach Bill Burns. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 39 in a tie ball game here on homecoming night in Lake Mills. Here's a pitch to Albert, right side, and he gets tackled at the 35, so about a 4-yard gain. Second down, 6 to go. Now after each play, since they're on midfield, Beamer's able to go over to his coach near the sideline and get the play. And here is the snap, and a handoff up the middle goes nowhere. Maverick Schmidt gets the tough inside carries. And it looks like he is just right there at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. He's got 3 carries for 4 yards, does Schmidt. Third down and 6. And we're in Bronco territory, so you got to really hope to get the first down here and keep this drive moving with 2:26 and counting here in the half. Up under center is Beamer. He drops back to pass, and he's got a man open and out of bounds, close to the first down. Depends on where you mark it. They had to get right past the 30, and that's about where they're putting it down.
Right at the 30. 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs.
They're going to call him a yard short, half a yard short or so. So 4th down, 2:17 left here in the second quarter. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. The I backfield behind Beamer, who's up under center. He's got Cactus right and Martinson left. Snap, handoff, Albert leans over for the first down. And now the referee on the far side has got the right spot, and that's for a first down, but the referee on this side of the field puts it down short of the first down. That was not a really good spot at all. They give it over on downs to the Broncos on very skeptical of the accuracy on that spot. The referee on the far side of the field looked to have it perfectly spotted as a first down, but the other ref has the authority, I guess, because he just ran right in there and set it down short of the first down and said, nope, it's over on downs. Here go the Broncos with Barris. And there's a little fumble and didn't hit the ground, but it was bobbled. Cruz gets maybe a yard on the carry. Bring up second down. 2 minutes now and counting. 7-7 score. Not much you can do about bad spots on balls, but it really looked like that was horribly spotted. And rolling to his left, throwing up over, ooh, a nice hit there by Burgo on a completion over the middle for a first down. 1st and 10 at their own 45 is Belmond Klemme. 1:36 left on the clock in the second quarter. Clock starts. 7-7, 1.5 minutes left. First half. Belmond Klemme with the ball at their own 45, and they're not in any hurry. Just standing and waiting for the snap is Burris. He's going to throw over the middle. That's picked off by Cactus at the 40, and he's down there. Nice done. Cactus puts a stop to that drive, and Lake Mills will have a chance to break the tie here. They'll have to go 60 yards. 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 1:13 to play. I don't know if you can do much running with the time situation, but they do have a couple of timeouts left. Gonna have to try and get a little closer even for a field goal too, as Beamer brings them up. And he's going to be in the shotgun with Albert right beside him. Here's a little reverse. Handoff to Albert, who gets it over to Felstead, who loses yardage. And flagged out. Felstead, second carry. He had 5 yards on the first carry of the night. This is going to be a hold against Lake Mills. The play lost yardage, and that's going to be declined. They were at the 40, and it's a 7-yard loss for Felstead on that carry. The end around or the reverse. And the clock starts with now a minute to play here in the half. 2nd and 17 for Lake Mills. Beamer in the shotgun, gets the snap. Looks like he wants to go over the middle, and he's got a Martinson over there at 45-yard line. 11-yard gain. They call timeout, and it is 3rd down now, and about 6 yards to go. We're going to take a quick break here just before halftime from Lake Mills on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills on a tie ball game, 7-7. Lake Mills homecoming here at the athletic complex. Just a beautiful night for football. As the 1-1 Lake Mills Bulldogs have the ball here. 46 seconds left, and they have it at their own 44. 3rd and 6. This tie ball game, 7-7. Belmond Klemme at 2-0, scoring first. And Lake Mills answering right back with an 80-yard touchdown pass from Beamer to Alex Albert. But that's the extent of the scoring. They've been trading punts since then. Here's Beamer with a pass out to the right, and that's incomplete to Cactus.
Here's pass intended for Tommy Cactus. Incomplete.
4th down.
4th down.
Gonna have to punt that away, and the last 41 seconds will be spent trying to keep Belmond Klemme out of the end zone. 4th and 6. Clock's not running, of course, with the incompletion. Here's the snap and the punt, which goes up, bounces to the left. And going to come to rest at about the 28, 29-yard line of Belmond Klemme. They'll have the ball with 31 seconds left. 1st and 10 from there. It's tied at 7. They're going to put her down at the 28, 28 and a half. And that's where Barris will bring them to the line. See what they can do here in the last 31 seconds. They might just hand it off and take the tie into the locker room. It's a tough defensive battle so far. Some yards have been gained, but no real big scoring chances other than the touchdown for each team. That was carry over the right side. Barris. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 4. 12 seconds. 10. Clock running. 8. 5. The last play of the half is a pitch out to the right, and that is Cruz, who gets tackled close to the 1st down, but time has expired here in the first half, and it's a tie ball game, 7-7 for homecoming in Lake Mills. And we will be back with some stats and other information for you before we get into the second half action here from Lake Mills Athletic Complex on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Hey, we are back in Lake Mills with a 7-7 homecoming defensive battle here at the sports complex with Belmond Klemme Broncos opening the scoring in that first quarter with a 3-yard quarterback keeper by Easton Barris, who kicked the extra point as well to take the 7-0 lead. But answering right back was the Bulldog offense, with Cale Beamer finding Alex Albert over the middle, and he ran 80 yards untouched for a touchdown. And that was it for the scoring. It was all in the first quarter. Other than that, there's been yards tough to come by, really, for both squads, as defenses have stiffened up and a lot of punts and things. Alex Albert has unofficially 9 carries, about 29 yards, and Cale Beamer Looks like 4 out of 8 for 96 yards and a score. Had a couple of rushes for 10 yards or so. Grant Felstead with a couple of carries, but he's got minus yards because he lost 7 on one of those carries, gained 5 on the other. And Tommy Cactus using his height again to get an interception and stop a late drive by the Broncos. So it's been a defensive battle for the most part in this Class 1A District 2 game, with Belmond Klemme at 2-0 coming into the game, and Lake Mills at 1-1 tied with 5 other teams just a game back of the Broncos, and a couple of other teams at 0-2. We're going to be back on the air on Tuesday, Friday the 22nd is our next broadcast. It'll be football at Wartburg College against MFL. It's considered a home game for Lake Mills, and so we'll cover that at 7 o'clock. And then on the 19th, we have a volleyball game with Lake Mills at home against North Union at 7 o'clock. Volleyball in action tomorrow at 9 at Central Springs. And cross country also, boys and girls at Osage at 4:30 next Tuesday. So a lot of good sports action for Lake Mills. You should get out and follow them, whether they're home or on the road. But for our technical reasons and the hookups we need for both audio and visual broadcast, we are only doing the home games right now. Hopefully in the near future we can do a lot more and follow Lake Mills on all of their games. But for now it's home games, and we're looking forward to the basketball season too, and starts in late November for the boys and the girls. On Bulldogs TV, LakeMillsBulldogs.com is where you'll find all the games, powered by Live Sports Live. And the kickoff to start the second half from Lake Mills to Belmond Klemme, and taking it up the middle and getting about 10-12 yards out of it. With Suarez, number 13. So that's where they'll start at the 30. Tied at 7. They gave him an extra yard. An extra 3 yards up to the 33. All right then. Hardly seems fair, but that's what they're doing. It's 1st and 10 with Barris back in the shotgun. Oh, that ball was loose, but it was picked up by Suarez, who took it for about a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain at the 40. It was a wild play to the left. It looked like it might be a fumble, but I think it was just bobbled, and Suarez taking it. Quarterback got hit hard as he was pitching it to Suarez. $11 minutes to play here in the third quarter of a tie ball game and homecoming. And congratulations again to Hannah Evenson and Gabe Irons for being the royalty here at homecoming for Lake Mills. There's a handoff up the middle to the 50-yard line. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
First down, Broncos.
Now they're huddling are the Broncos. The first half, I don't think they huddled once. Quarterback Barris looked at the line of scrimmage, got the play, signaled into him, and he called it. Formations and all, and now they're huddling, and he's up under center in the I formation behind him, and there's a handoff to the second guy, gets a couple of yards up over the 50 to the 48. Second at about 8. Suarez with a carry there. Number 13, Sergio Suarez, who is a 5'8", 165-pound senior. Barris, a junior, 200-pounder, 6'2", pretty good athlete. Runs the ball a lot. He's got a pretty good arm. He's up under center again on 2nd and 8. And hands it to the first guy through, that's big number 40, Cruz, Tucker Cruz, who gets good yardage, almost first down. He's a 5'10 junior, 195-pounder. It does get the first down on that one. And again, they huddle up, do the Broncos. So on 1st and 10, now 10 minutes and counting left in the third quarter. Tie ball game, 7-7. I formation behind Barris. Nice knifing through there with Burgo trying to disrupt things, but didn't quite have enough to stop it, and that gainer around the left side goes for a good 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down and 3 for Belmond Klemme. As Barris again up under center, eye behind him, receiver to the right, and he's going to roll to his right and try and hit that receiver bound about the 5-yard line, but it's out of bounds. That was Logan Haberlin. 3rd and 3. They took a chance down the right sideline, but well covered, and it was overthrown anyway, out of bounds. Haberlin's going to then have to run all the way across the field just to get a breather on that. 3rd and 3. Barris under center. Eye behind him. Gives it to the back. Suarez, the second guy through. He's got the first down and more down to the 25. He's got some good quality carries here early in the second half. Does Suarez. 1st and 10 Broncos at the Lake Mills 25. Lake Mills putting some beef in there. Orban in the game in the middle. And try and stop up the middle so the gains are a little less here, as they're almost exclusively running. Just one pass so far this half that I can recall. But there's a run that's stuffed up the middle. So job well done, whether it was Orban or not. He takes up a lot of real estate in there. And that does help things. 2nd and 10 now from the 25. To break the huddle. And again in that I formation with the receiver right. That's Cody Coolers out right. Maybe offsides on Lake Mills, a free 5 yards for the Broncos. That'll bring 2nd and 5 at the 20. Just inside the 20-yard line of Lake Mills. Yep, just got to watch that ball. When it moves, you move. Other than that, you can't be drawn off by cadence or anything like that. Here's a handoff to Suarez, who spins all the way down to about the 11-yard line for a 1st down.
First down Broncos around the 11, about the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 11. A sustained drive, just like their only scoring drive early in the first quarter. They took the ball all the way down the field, mostly on runs. And it was quarterback Barris who took it over the left side then, and they're going the same direction now. Barris takes the snap. They're going right, and that's a fumble. That was disrupted nicely by Lake Mills. Nick Ron, who got in there. And Lake Mills has the ball with irons falling on it. The homecoming king has the fumble recovery. Nicely done there. As they thwart that scoring drive, they were moving right down the field with the Broncos down to the 11-yard line. But that time, quarterback Barris trying to pitch it out to one of his backs, and he was hammered. Lost the ball. Lake Mills takes over. 1st and 10 at their own 21 in this tie ball game. Beamer rolling right. And he sees somebody deep. He just heaves it down there, but he overthrows Cactus by about 7-8 yards. 2nd and 10. 7:17 to play in the 3rd. 7-7 tie ball game. Homecoming. Cheerleaders have their tracksuits on, their warm-ups on. So we're getting a little chilly as the sun is gone and things cool down into the 50s. Look at the Bulldog, though. He doesn't have any coat or nothing because he's hairy. 2nd and 10. Here's a pass out on the left side that is completed, and few yards gained there by Blake Storby. Or was that Felstead? Yeah, they're going to say Felstead got that one. His first actual grab of the night. He's going to get 2 or 3 yards. A timeout called by the officials, and is there an injury? Yeah, there's an injury that's obscured by us, from us here, up here, but right at the 25-yard line, somebody's down for Belmond Klemme as they call their training staff over. 3rd down and 6 for Lake Mills. When we resume, the player jumps up and he's running off. Andrew Soma, 6'1" senior. He's going to go off the field there. Some substitutions for Lake Mills. Coming in, Maverick Schmidt, one of those. 3rd and 6 with 6:55 to play in the 3rd quarter of a tie ball game. 7-7 here on Homecoming 2017. Congratulations. Gabe Irons just was crowned king at halftime, and he got a fumble recovery here in the 3rd quarter. And now Hannah Evenson, the queen of Homecoming. Oh, Beamer in trouble, getting away, but then finally it catches up to him and he's sacked. He's going to lose probably back to the original line of scrimmage there, and 4th down, time to kick it back to the Broncos. And he was swarmed under there. He managed to avoid the first 2 or 3 guys, but they just came in waves after him and finally got him down. It's 4th and 10. Time to punt. Logan Prescott, the 5'8" sophomore, sends it downfield. He's going to get it at the 43 and get smeared right there. He's actually taken all the way back to the 38 by Schmidt and Martinson. So nice coverage there on that punt, and it's 5:57 to play here. Tie ball game 7-7. The Broncos taking over on their own 40. Last drive, they moved it down the field, only to fumble the ball away to homecoming king Gabe Irons. Here we are, 1st and 10. Barrett's going to be under center again in the I formation, just like the last drive they had. It worked. Why not keep it going? They have a receiver to the left. Handoff is to Suarez, and he's going to break it out to the left. And he's got close to a 1st down. Now he does get the 1st down and is tackled just across midfield. Tough running for Suarez. 5'8" senior. He's got some strength to him. 1st and 10 from Lake Mills 49. Is that the T-shirt cannon? Yeah. Looks like the cannon is going to be shooting some T-shirts into the stands here from BizWiz. Another carry over the middle. Is that Suarez again? That's another few yards. Well, yeah, he got a good one there, a 7-yard gainer. Working that left side over the guard, between the guard and tackle. The up back is Tucker Cruz, who also has quite a few carries tonight and some success on the ground. And Lake Mills has done a good job to hold them to just the 7 points tonight, because they've got a good running game going between the 20s. But then when it gets down to it, the defense takes over for Lake Mills. They've got an interception by Tommy Cactus. They've got a fumble recovery from Gabe Irons. They've stopped them on a couple of 4th down plays when they went for it. So the defense has risen to the occasion when they needed to. Officials stopped the clock quickly, and now it's back running. 4.5 left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 1. As that is a flag, I'm going to, hopefully they'll move them back 5, because somebody moved before the snap. We do have procedure on the offense, so it's going to move back at 3rd and 6. Very timely. 3rd and 6 for The Broncos, Gabe Irons is coming out. And into the game is Nick Ron. 3rd and 6, 4.5 left in the third. Tie ball game, 7-7. Belmond Klemme with the ball. And they are back in a shotgun or a pistol formation. More like it. He rolls to his right, and he's going to throw deep, and he's got the guy open, but he threw it out of bounds and over his head. So 4th down and 6. Had pressure, did Barris, as he was rolling to his right. He had the guy open, but a little too far for him. And out of bounds, which doesn't help. But it looks like they may go for it here. They are at the Lake Mills 45, 4th and 6. Nope, they're going to punt. He is very nifty on his feet, though, so he does kick it. It's going to go bouncing straight to the left and out of bounds, just inside the 20, where Lake Mills will take over with 4:01 to play, third quarter. The timekeeper, do you ever get fancy and do it with your left hand? Just the right hand? All right. Don't mess up a good thing. I should probably leave you alone, but you're doing a great job. It's 1st and 10 now for Lake Mills as they take over at their own 19 with 4 minutes left here in the third. Receiver wide right is wide left is Cactus, and there's a hand up the middle, spinning. They have Prescott on the carry, Logan. Couple yard gain there for Prescott. 2nd down and 8. As Beamer gets him out of the huddle. He will be up under center with the I formation. Martinson wide right, Cactus wide left, and Cactus wide right. Another handoff up the middle. Maybe a little to the right, and a couple yards more. That was Albert. It is 3rd down. 3 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. All the scoring in that first quarter. Touchdown each. Belmond Klemme scoring first, and Lake Mills answering right back on that ensuing drive. And since then, it's been a defensive battle. Here comes Beamer rolling to his left, throwing back over the middle, and that's intercepted by Barris, the other team's quarterback, who's playing defensive back, of course. And he takes it to the 30 or so, where they will take over 1st and 10 in good field position. It's always ill-advised to roll left and throw back across your body to the middle of the field. I think Brett Favre used to do that a lot and get in trouble. He did that against the Saints when we should have gone to the Super Bowl and won. But anyway, not an advised thing to do there. But 1st and 10 now for the Broncos as, again, they go in that I formation with one receiver out to the left. And this is Suarez over the left side again, and he's got good yardage, another 1st down. 12, 13 yards. They haven't put it in the end zone other than that one drive in the first quarter. They seem to run pretty well between the 20s. Well, we'll get a timeout here. Let's take a break here and hear from some of our fine sponsors as we have a 7-7 homecoming tie on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills, about to have the BizWiz t-shirt launcher put into action here on the sidelines. Alexander Bladel is loading it up and getting ready. We have a 1st down and 10 now for Belmond Klemme. Tie ball game, 7-7, with 2:25 left in the third quarter. And after this interception thrown by Beamer to his opposing quarterback, Easton Barris. They had a nice 12, 13-yard run from Suarez to set it up here 1st and 10 at the 16. And the defense has been out there quite a bit here in the second half for Lake Mills, so they're going to have to stiffen up and get them down. A couple of yard run there on the right side by Suarez. Second down. 2nd and 6, they're going to call it, from the 12. Well, coming down on 2 minutes left in the third. Second and 6, Barris up under center with the I backfield behind him, as he has all through the second half. Suarez carrying down to the 5.
Suarez off the right side.
That'll be a 1st down and goal. 1st and goal from the 5 with 1:45 to play here in the third. See if they can push the ball across here. They haven't scored since their first drive of the first quarter. First drive of the game. Oh, that t-shirt didn't even make it to the stands, man. You might hear a weird sound in the background. That's the t-shirt launcher. Flag is down. We have illegal procedure against the offense. That's going to move the Broncos back 5 to about the 10-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. 1:20 left in the third.
First down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
A couple of turnovers for this Lake Mills defense. Well, more than 2. It was like 3 or 4 when you count turning them over on downs. But an interception for Tommy Cactus, a fumble recovery for Gabe Irons. But now they're going to really need to stiffen up because it's 1st and goal from the 10 for Belmond Klemme as they have a handoff to Suarez again. He's nailed right there at the 8-yard line and piled on. 2nd down. Clock runs. 50 seconds and counting. 2nd and goal from the 8. They've been feeding Suarez the ball quite a bit here in the second half. A couple of pass plays that were overthrown. They haven't used Cruz too much here in the second half. They used him quite a bit in the first half. And he is a big guy. There's a timeout called by Belmond Klemme. 7-7. 2nd and 8 for the Broncos with 22 seconds left in the third, and we'll be back with more action on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. And we are back on LakeMillsBulldogs.com for game action here. Tell your friends about us, and everybody save that in your favorites so you can access LakeMillsBulldogs.com whenever they're playing home football, volleyball, basketball games. We'll be there covering that action for you. Here, powered by Live Sports Live, online at LakeMillsBulldogs.com. We call it Bulldogs TV. We've got some T-shirts that we're throwing out to them through the kindness of Alexander Bladel from BizWiz. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8 at the 8 for 2nd and goal at the 8. And Suarez is going to get close. They give him a touchdown as he gets tackled right over the goal line on an 8-yard run. And Suarez has been the workhorse here in the second half. 13-7. And the quarterback is the place kicker and the punter, Easton Barris. See if he can make it a 7-point advantage with 14.8 seconds to go. This is a fake. Going to go for the 2, and that's picked off in the end zone. Nicely done. Blake Storby saw that the whole way. Or is that Martinson? It was Martinson who got that one. Alex Martinson breaking up the 2-point play there. So 13-7 advantage for the Broncos. We'll take a break and be back with more action here. Late third quarter of homecoming. 13-7 Belmond Klemme over Lake Mills on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. We are back at the athletics complex here in Lake Mills on a beautiful night for football. Homecoming. Again, congratulations, Hannah Evenson, queen tonight of the homecoming court, and Gabe Irons was crowned king and then immediately recovered a fumble to start the second half. That was pretty good timing. It's 13-7 now. Belmond Klemme just scoring on an 8-yard touchdown run by Sergio Suarez, but missing on a fake extra point. They tried for the 2 on that play and were thwarted by Alex Martinson picking it off in the end zone. Here's Alberts over the right side on the kickoff for Lake Mills, and he is charging out to the 42, 43-yard line. Very nice return. Great field position. Trailing by 6 with 5.9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Have the last play of the quarter coming up here on 1st and 10. Unless it's like a really quick incomplete pass or a penalty of some sort. Beamer throwing an interception here in the second half. Otherwise, he is 4 for 10, 96 yards and a touchdown. Here's a run for Alberts over the right side, and he gets over midfield, close to a first down. He's got at least 9 yards on that. I think the ref on our side of the football is blind in the left eye because he keeps misplacing the ball horribly. He was at least a half yard away from a first down, and this guy puts it down just over the 50, at least missed by a yard on the play there. And he's got some sort of authority because, oh, you want to take a break? Or, okay, we'll take a quick break and be back with more action here from LakeMillsBulldogs.com. We are back in Lake Mills as homecoming football is now in the fourth quarter with Belmond Klemme leading the homestanding Lake Mills Bulldogs 13-7. Just had a long pass from Beamer downfield incomplete to bring up 3rd and 1. And Beamer with the shotgun, he hands it off to Albert, who gets the first down. And he is just across midfield now at the 48 or so of Belmond Klemme. 1st and 10. Lake Mills with a touchdown and extra point can take the lead back. So very costly error on that fake extra point and try for 2. That was a failure for the Broncos. Picked off in the end zone by Martinson. Here's Beamer again throwing. He's got a man open. That's Cactus at the 40, and he leans into the 38. And there's a penalty. It's going to be a late hit, I bet, or a blow to the head. One of the two, because it was thrown right where the tackle was made. And if they add 15 to that, it's going to take them all the way down to the 25. It's a face mask, a 5-yard face mask call. So it will get him across the 35 down to about the 34.
First down, Bulldogs at the 34-yard line of the Broncos.
First down still. 1st and 10. Just a tack on to the play. Nice pass completion to Tommy Cactus. And Beamer is in the shotgun. He's got Albert to his right, and he gives it to him over the left side, and he's going to get 4 or 5 yards out of that. His 11th carry. 2nd down and 6. Just outside the 31 of Belmond Klemme. Broncos just scoring on an 8-yard touchdown run by Sergio Suarez to give them the lead, but messed up on the 2-point conversion. It was a fake extra point, try for 2 that failed. And now Lake Mills Bulldogs are charging down the field, 31-yard line. Here's a nice handoff up the middle to Alberts, and he's going to be close to a first down. Had to get to the 25, and that's where he's laying right now. So, oh, look at that. The ref on our side got that one right. I don't know if he got a speeding ticket in town once or had a bad meal someplace in Lake Mills, but he's been really spotting the ball against the Bulldogs tonight. But he got that one right. 25-yard line. 3rd and 1. That one wasn't as bad as some of the other spots that he's had, but got Beamer up under center here with the eye behind him. 3rd and 1. Give it to Albert, and that's going to be, I think he got it. He was over the line. He just had to get just over the line, but it's going to be close. Slow to get up. One of the Bulldogs, it is Albert, but he's up now. Alex jumps up, and he's going to come out maybe for a play, as Logan Prescott will go in for him. They did not get the first down. 4th and 1. Clock is running. 9:33 to play in the 4th quarter. 13-7, Belmond Klemme, with Lake Mills at the 25 of the Broncos. They've got to get this first down on 4th down. Beamer under center, the quarterback keeper, and that's going to get a first down. You can't spot that one too bad, because he was obviously a yard or two past the marker there. So 1st and 10, 23 yards away from tying the ball game, and then hopefully taking the lead with the extra point. But let's not put it on the board just yet. First down, Beamer under center, eye behind him with Schmidt, the deep back, tailback. There's a pass to the right that is in and out of the hands of Felstead. An incomplete pass. So 13, unofficially 13 attempts for Kale, 5 completions, 96 yards and a score. 3 or 4 substitutions in here for Lake Mills. 8:52 to play. 13-7, Belmond Klemme. But Lake Mills on the move. 2nd and 10, the 23 of the Broncos. Beamer in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Straight back. And that's a nice screen up the middle to Alberts, but the ref got in his way a little bit. But he's able to weave through the defense and get close to a first down. He might have missed it by a yard or two. Down to the 11 or so. Okay, they do mark it as a first down as the chains move.
First down, Bulldogs, the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 11. Clock keeps running at 8.5 minutes. There's a handoff over the right side.
Alex Elber off right tackle. Whitehurst and someone bringing him down at that point. About the 8-yard line.
And it's inside the 10 now with a 2nd down play coming. 2nd and 6, 8 minutes to play. Bulldogs trying to tie it with the touchdown and take the lead with an extra point. Albert, left side now. He cuts it back up in the middle and a couple of yards there. About the 5. Maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd down. You can get a first down at the 1. 3rd down here, and up they come with 7.5 and counting to play here in the 4th. Handoff to the deep back, and he's going to go all the way in for a touchdown. The ball gets loose, but it's still recovered by Schmidt. So I'm not sure if Albert got it or Schmidt, but it doesn't really matter because they got the score, and they tie it up at 13. I'm going to give it to Albert because I think he was tackled before he dropped the ball. He's got about 50 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. And there's going to be an extra point that's good. And that gives Lake Mills the lead, 14-13 with 7:14 to play. Back with more homecoming action, LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Lake Mills takes the lead 14-13, and we have, 7:14 to play here in the fourth quarter. As they just had a touchdown run. Alex Albert took it over, and extra point gives them the 1-point lead. As Irons will kick off to the Broncos. Again, thanks to our sponsors, Carl Bladel Construction, Northern Iowa Therapeutic Massage, BizWiz, Dale's Body Shop, Lake Mills Chamber, Premier Concrete, Womack Design, Young Plumbing and Heating, Sophia Asa Photography, Amish Heirlooms Furniture, Dave's Auto, Wilkinson Tool and Die, Tri-State Tax, and Midwest Metal Stamping, as the return comes right up the middle to about the 42-43 yard line for the Broncos. Number 13 is a terror. Guy can run the ball and evade tacklers. He's got an 8-yard touchdown run, and his yards are starting to pile up from scrimmage and also on returns. 1st and 10, Broncos at the 43, and they give it inside again. That's Suarez. He's over midfield to the 45, first down.
Spins his way up to the 45 to the Bulldogs, just inside the 45. First down Broncos.
First down now into Lake Mills territory. 6:57 to play here in the fourth. Lake Mills up 1 on homecoming night. The snap, the handoff, Suarez over the right side, and boy, he's just running roughshod over these guys. Down to the 30, another first down.
Alex Martinson in the secondary again with the tackle.
30-yard line already. 6:42 and counting to play here in the fourth. Defense is getting a little tired, it looks like. They've been on the field quite a bit here in the second half. With Broncos just running, and here's Suarez over the left side, and he is tackled, and he might have fumbled there. Nope, they're going to call him down. They'll call him down, no fumble. Got away from him after he was tackled, and so he gains a couple yards there. Second down now for the Broncos, trailing by 1. Coming up to 6 minutes left in the fourth. 2 timeouts left for each squad. Barris brings him up. He's up under center with the eye backfield behind him. Gives it to Suarez, the second man through, and he's down over the 25 to the 24-yard line. Third down. He's got him at the 29-yard line. They're going to call it 3rd and 4 to go. Big play here, although they'll probably go for it on 4th. (14-13), Lake Mills leading. If they can knock off the Broncos here, it really muddies things up in the division. Here's the snap, and it's Suarez over the right side, and he's tackled close to the first down, right there at the 20. See where they put her down. If not, they'll go for it on 4th down because it's really close. They're going to measure. So we'll see what happens there. Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live. We are online with home games for Lake Mills Sports at lakemillsbulldogs.com. And on Facebook, facebook.com/bulldogs-tv, where we have some contests from time to time. In fact, we're doing one right now through September 15th. Like the page and share the post about this contest, and then you're entered to win a custom stadium chair and t-shirt, which we will announce on the 18th of September at facebook.com/bulldogs-tv. First down yardage was gained, and it is 1st and 10 at the 20 with 4:50 to play. Lake Mills up 1 on homecoming night at the athletic complex here in Lake Mills. There's a handoff up the middle again, and down to about the 12-yard line goes Suarez. They're just feeding him time and time and time again, and why not? He's gaining yards every time he gets the ball. There's a timeout called. With 4:35 left in the fourth, Lake Mills up by 1, and we'll be back with more on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills, 14-13 Bulldogs with 4:35 to play. The Broncos of Belmond Klemme with the ball at the Lake Mills 13, 2nd and 3. They've been feeding Sergio Suarez the ball for most of the second half here, and he's been doing a good job. Only the one touchdown scored here in the half. As we get going here again, 2nd down, 3 to go. If they get to the 10, they'll have another first down. It's Suarez with the ball. He evades a couple of tackles for loss, but he almost gets down to the first down. I think he's going to be a little short, which would bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
They need a yard to go here. 4:10 to play. Lake Mills clinging to the 1-point lead. And if it comes down to it, I would imagine Barris is the place kicker for the field goal attempt that would give them the lead if they can't convert here. 3rd and 1. Suarez again, and he's tripped up, but I think he fell over the 10-yard line, which would give him a first down. They're going to mark it just across the 10, which is a first down. 1st and goal at the 9.5. Clock is a factor now at 3:46 and counting. Broncos taking their time in the huddle on 1st and goal, trailing by a point. The defense has to, as they have most of the night, they've stiffened up here when it counts. Turnover would be huge. Here's Suarez around the right side with a pitch, and he's going to be tripped up. Martinson with a nice tackle. Just got there and grabbed him around the ankles and took him down. 2nd and goal. Clock continues to run as he didn't get out of bounds either, so we're approaching 3 minutes left here in the 4th. Second down, goal to go. 14-13 Lake Mills. I formation behind Barris. He gives it to Suarez, but the refs blow that dead before it even started. 2:48 to play now. Illegal procedure on the Broncos is going to move them back 5. Still 2nd down though, and goal to go. Ball will be spotted back at about the 8 or 9 yard line. Somebody a little anxious to get that play going for the white-clad Belmond Klemme Broncos, who are undefeated. But it would be nice to put their first loss on them, especially for homecoming here for Lake Mills. There's going to be another flag, and they're going to call that on Lake Mills offside. So back it goes 5 yards, and it's 2nd and goal again from the 4. Back where we started a couple plays ago. .220 to play. As Barris brings him up with the I formation behind him, they do give it to the up back, and that is big number 40, Tucker Cruz, who takes it in for the score. And that gives Belmond Klemme the lead, 19-14. We'll see how they line up for an extra point or a 2-point attempt. Looks like a 2-pointer is in their mind. Get that 7-point lead. 2:09 to play, 4th quarter, 19-14, Belmond Klemme. And they are going for the 2 here with snap, and I was going to say they weren't going to get it, but it looks like they got it. They had him stopped short of the goal line, but he did manage to sneak across there, did Suarez. So that is 21-14 with 2:09 to play, and we'll see how Lake Mills handles this last 2 minutes on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills with tension mounting now with 2:09 to play, and Belmond Klemme just scoring a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to take a 7-point lead. Lake Mills going to get the ball back here with 2:09 to play at kickoff time, or at the time of this next kickoff. They have scoring plays, an 80-yard touchdown in the first quarter from Beamer to Alex Albert, and Albert took over on a run late here in the game that gave Lake Mills the lead after they got the extra point, 14-13. But Belmond Klemme just going on a long scoring drive that ate up a lot of clock and then pushed it across for the touchdown and the 2-pointer, giving them a 7-point cushion. Here comes Barris with the kick, end over end. It's going to drop at the 20, and it's picked up at the 15 by Felstead, and he is hit hard out of bounds. Here's take over there, 1st and 10. Just, it was about the 28. They do have a flag down. And that's going to be personal foul roughing. Tack on 15 from there. About the 43. See where they start out here on their journey. He's going to start at 34, so we'll be putting it down here, 1st and 10 for Lake Mills at the 44-yard line. They started at the 29, I should have said. So, with 2:03 to play, Lake Mills gets a little advantage there. Great field position. But they have to score a touchdown and get the extra point to tie it. In the shotgun, Beamer gets it. He's going to pass. Oh, a nice grab over the right side at the 40-yard line of Belmond Klemme. That is Colby Groh. Colby Groh with the catch. It's 1st and 10. They wind the clock at 1:55 and counting. Nice gainer there. 17 yards. Here's Beamer rolling to his left and throwing it to Martinson. And he drops the ball, but it was when he was out of bounds. Is that incomplete anyway? He might have stepped out and maybe bobbled it or something. It was on the far sideline, so it's kind of hard to see. Little shadows over there. They call it incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10. 1:34 to play. Lake Mills down 7 on homecoming night. With Hannah Evenson, crowned queen, and Gabe Irons, the king. Here's Beamer rolling right, and he keeps it and runs out of bounds. Inside the 40 at the 36. No. Where are they going to put it? 38. 39, the yard line. These guys are all over the place. These refs. One marks at one place, one marks at another. But I think the guy on our side of the field has all the authority. He's not even the referee. The white hat guy just lets him put it wherever he wants. And it's usually different than what the other guy says across the field. All right, 3rd and 10, 1:28 to play. Needing a touchdown, Lake Mills. Beamer's back to pass, and he's got time. He's got a guy down the left side, but he underthrows him, and it was almost picked off. So that's a long incompletion for Cale Beamer. And it's 4th down. Now you got to get it to 10 yards to keep the drive alive. So you don't want to throw it all the way down unless somebody's wide open. From the shotgun, he's got Albert beside him to his right. Two receivers to his right with Cactus wide right. Beamer goes over the middle, and it's almost picked off, but incomplete. And a turnover on downs for Belmond Klemme. And now they can run some time off. 1:15 to go. Lake Mills still has a timeout. But looking pretty bleak here as they will take over at the 39-yard line, their own 39. And if they keep to form, it'll be Suarez carrying the ball. He's dominated this second half. Lake Mills putting up a good fight tonight. Had the lead late, but the Broncos went all the way down the field and scored later even yet and took that 7-point lead. Now they're just going to go to the victory formation and take the knee. Still one timeout left for Lake Mills. They haven't called it yet. Shaking hands there, down on the line of scrimmage. Clock under a minute. Play clock at 18. And Belmond Klemme slowly coming to the line of scrimmage on second down. 4 seconds left to snap the ball, and they're not even going to do it. They're going to call timeout just before the play clock runs out, and it is 35 seconds to go. Let's take a break and we'll be back with the last part of the game here on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills for the final 35.8 seconds, and Lake Mills had a chance there. They had the lead late in the ball game, but Belmond Klemme was able to get down all the way down the field and score with a couple minutes left and take a 21-14 lead, which is where we stand right now, and they're just running the clock out now. One timeout left for each team, 35.8 seconds left. 2nd and 11 for the Broncos at their own 38, and they're in the victory formation, which means the quarterback takes the snap and just kneels, well protected by his running backs and linemen. Now he does. It's 3rd down with 31 seconds left. And the play clock and game clock are, they can just let it run out here. There's nothing you can do. You can call a timeout, but it doesn't matter. It's over, and they lose on homecoming. Gave a good fight, though. 21-14 is the final, and Belmond Klemme moves to 3-0. Lake Mills to 1-2 in Class 1A District 2. So, yeah, that's our final score. We'll be back with some final thoughts here from Lake Mills Sports Complex on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Tough homecoming loss for Lake Mills. They had a chance, had the lead in the 4th quarter. It was 14-13, but the Broncos from Belmond Klemme charged down the field, got that last touchdown, and the 2-point conversion to take the 7-point lead. And Lake Mills unable to answer at the end, and they fall to 1-2, while the Broncos are 3-0. But a couple of nice plays for Lake Mills, including that 80-yard touchdown in the first quarter from quarterback Cale Beamer, who threw it over the middle to Alex Albert, the running back, and he took it the distance untouched. That tied the game at 7-7 after Easton Barris, the Belmond Klemme quarterback, ran one in from 3 yards out to open the scoring. And then Lake Mills also scoring with Alex Albert running it out from about, I think it was 8 yards out. And he actually fumbled there, but Maverick Schmidt recovered. And it's hard to tell if it was an actual fumble or not, so I gave it to Alex. And he scored one through the air and one on the ground, got about 50 yards rushing and 90 yards receiving. And Cale Beamer, 7 completions for about 123 yards and a touchdown. A couple of runs. Good defense with Tommy Cactus coming up with an interception, and Gabe Irons with a fumble recovery. He was also crowned homecoming king at halftime, and Hannah Evenson the queen of homecoming here for Lake Mills. They put up a good fight, but in the end came up just 7 points short with a 21-14 defeat. They're going to be at Denver next Friday at 7. Then our next football broadcast will be at Wartburg College against MFL on the 22nd, 2 weeks from tonight. Our next volleyball coverage is Tuesday the 19th versus North Union at Lake Mills High School. Volleyball team will play tomorrow morning at 9 at Central Springs, and then next Tuesday at Garner Hayfield Ventura, and cross country in action at Osage, boys and girls at 4:30 on Tuesday next week as well. Again, the final 21-14, Belmond Klemme ruining the Lake Mills homecoming game here at the athletic complex. I'm Jay Paul, and again, my thanks to Paul Riediger, my right-hand man. He actually left-hand man tonight. And Devin running the cameras. Great job, guys. Thanks a lot, and we will catch you down the road here on LakeMillsBulldogs.com.